Hey guys, Dominant Duels here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on basically how to organize your deck so you can figure out what cards you need, what you don't need, and the overall feel of your deck, how many cards you have for different things. So the first thing you're going to do, oh yeah, it's like a list of steps that you should do. The first thing is basically put your deck into like deck profile format. So you can see that I have like, you know, 1 Petal Fin and 2 Apelios and 3 Renpengu, stuff like that. And what you're going to do is separate it into basically a couple of categories. Basically, the Tamers are for establishing a field and setting up plays. So these are also for setting up plays, with the exception of Petal Fin, which is, well, I guess it could be for setting up plays, but I kind of use it for removal as well. Let's see, for spells and traps. Alright, so we have our Gold Sark, and then other categories that you can do, let's see. We have those cards. Setting up plays, we can add our E-Tellies. Setting up plays, we can add our Bond, our Foolish, our Gold Sark. So those are all for setting up plays with the spells. We'll leave these for later. Now we have all our traps. Alright, so do any of these traps go into setting up plays? Yes, you could use Ritual Beast Ambush. However, Ritual Beast Ambush is also for basically just comboing the steeds, however you could put it, so it doesn't really matter which category you put it in. And then we have the rest of these. So let's start with our next category, which would be removal. So we have our Petal Fin, we have our MSTs, we have our Book of Moon, and we have our Regeki. Alright, we have our steeds, we have Mind Crush, we have Treble. Her bottomless Treble. And then the rest of those cards that I did not name, mainly our 2 Mind Crushes, or 3 Mind Crushes, our Macro and our D-Fissure, are for just screwing around with your opponent, cards that benefit you but do not benefit them. Mind Crush not necessarily benefiting you specifically, like D-Fissure and Macro do, but it definitely does mess with them. So the way that I do this is, well, first you're going to have to reverse the order on this. Like that. And then you're going to, let me do it so you guys will be able to tell. We're going to put it like that. Let's start over here. It's going to be a lot in one set. You can divide it into like subsections, like the Tamers. Uh-oh, did I miss something? There is a Canahawk somewhere. Oh, here it is. You can divide into subsections, like the Tamers are for establishing board presence, which would also help with making combos, where these are for specifically for setting up for plays. Canahawk removing, Renpengu setting to the grave, Apelio getting that attack boost. So stuff like that. So I'm going to put the Tamers over here. And I'm going to put the Beasts over here. Just because they're sort of like a different subset. There we go. Move these over here. So those are your monsters for that category. And now for our spells and traps, we have our 3 E-Tellies. These are kind of simple to put in our order. We have our Bond, Foolish Burial, Gold Sark, and our 3 Ambush. So that's how I order them, like that. And then for our next category, we have just spells and traps. And 1 monster. Let's reverse order these. So we have our Petal Fin. This is for removal. And then we have our 3 MST, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Regeki, 3 Steeds, and 1 Bottomless, all in one category. And then for the rest of the cards, we can just put them like that. So now if anyone asks you, how does your deck run? You can just simply put it like this. And they'll know exactly, they'll be able to figure out relatively quickly which category all these fit into. And if you group them, it should be just that much easier. So now I've got 3 different categories and 2 subcategories. I've got making plays, I've got removal, and I've got messing with your opponent while benefiting yourself, with the exception of a bit of mine first. And then we can have our 2 subcategories, or subsections, whatever you want to call them, which would be establishing board presence and setting up for combos. So I hope this can help you guys with making decks. It's kind of how I use my decks, how I make my decks. I figure out, okay, what cards am I going to need for which of these sections, and how should I play them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, really appreciate the support. Anything you guys could do, you know, comment, like. Actually, if you guys could comment, let me know what you guys want me to do in the future for other videos. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do next, but that will be relatively easy to figure out if you guys are suggesting stuff. So if you can just like suggest a couple things, you know, I can please you guys and myself, because I'll be making videos and you guys will be getting exactly what you asked for. So yeah, I really appreciate your support again, and thanks for watching, guys. See ya.